Hey, I'm Cassie, and I'm going to use the metaphor of a nightlight to describe my personal development through adolescence. I don't have an actual nightlight here at college with me because I grew up, don't need one anymore, but I have a picture, so this is the nightlight. And I thought that described my personal development really well because well, first of all, I was really scared when I was little, so I used nightlights a lot, so it kind of describes me. But then it also describes my physical development because when I was little, like nightlights, like when it's in a dark room, it really illuminates the whole room and it just like kind of stands out. And that's definitely how I felt because I'm 5'7", but I've been 5'7" since before I turned 13, so I really felt like I stood out, like I was taller than the girls and the boys, and I just felt like with acne and everything, I was just like, oh my gosh, I think I'm the only one going through this. I just felt like I really stood out a lot. And I also had a big change in my sleeping schedule. Nightlights are associated with sleeping, and I definitely took a lot more naps in my adolescence, and I did not go to bed at a reasonable hour. Now I realize that. It's also a great metaphor for my cognitive development because, well, for various reasons. I think one is because I started thinking hypothetically. I stopped needing to use a nightlight to sleep because I realized monsters don't hide under my bed when it's dark. So that was great cognitively. I realized hypothetically if there were monsters, they would have eaten me already. Also, nightlights illuminate things. So the illumination was me like being able to think in multiple um, dimensions and being able to see things not as black and white, the adolescent relativism, and lots of different things. I realized that I could answer a lot more deeply to different complex things, and like I was illuminated because I understood sarcasm and different jokes that my parents had made, and I started understanding those kinds of things. So definitely a lot of illumination there and cognitive development that I experienced. Um, it also represents the nightlight my social transitions because, well, one, I didn't get a nightlight until I was like 10 when my parents decided that I couldn't sleep in with the hall light on anymore. So it kind of represents that because there was like an age limit in the way that there's like an age limit for like when I was 15, I was able to get a permit. When I was 18, I could vote, and different like legal changes that we go through. Also, like the way that the electro like the electricity is conducted, it has to maintain and sustain this light in the way that I had to learn how to maintain and sustain my personal relationships and my interpersonal social transitions. So there's a lot of different ways that my development can be described as a nightlight. Thanks.